Augusti Sai. I just had a thought that I had to put on video, and I've been talking about being still and knowing that you are God. And I want to amend or at least add on to this concept with in stillness I am God. And why am I saying this is because I was sitting here with my eyes closed and I was watching and holding on to the silence in between my thoughts and establishing myself. And I've been trying to find words to, which is can be challenging, to explain this in a way that I can convey to you on what I am reflecting on, because it's not necessarily something that can be crystallized into a sentence or two, and it just keeps evolving. Not necessarily the experience, which it does in a way, but the way that I am communicating it. So, in stillness, I am God. Identifying with the stillness, once every second, even for a millisecond, that you are choosing to spend your focus on the silence. From that state, you are God. And if you understand that simple truth, everything else almost becomes irrelevant. There's nothing else to learn. There's nothing else to know. There's nothing else to do. If you want the power, if you want the prosperity, if you want the peace, you want the awareness, you want all the pure expression of divine, which is manifest as what? Auspiciousness, enjoyment, beauty, love, all these positive qualities. These is not a mistake. These aren't individual necessarily qualities you cultivating. Why they're being assigned to God when you look at the names of God in the different ways that God is described. It is simply a crystallization of that silent expression, that pure expression. Once that pure expression is able to manifest itself without the filter of the limited mind, which is a construct, a matrix, a filter, a pair of sunglasses comprised of your ancestors' thoughts, society's thoughts, and all these different things that you're probably not even aware of, which are part of your unconscious, which makes up the majority of who you are as far as your mind is concerned. This filter is creating what you have around you now, the circumstances and all these things, whether you realize it or not. And how do you dissolve this? You have to go behind that filter. You have to identify with the source of all that, which is the silence. Identifying, in stillness, you are God. In stillness, I am God. In stillness, I am God. I am literally God in stillness. That is the main message. This is what the culmination of all these rituals, mantras, and meditations are bringing one to, is to first acknowledge this and then learn how to wield that. So, I just wanted to convey this. In stillness, I am God. Be still and know that I am God, and hold on to that concept and that stillness in a way that is completely stressless, effortless. Just a knowingness that you have, you are acknowledging. From this stillness, I am incredibly powerful. From this stillness, my words come true. My thoughts come true. Everything is so beautiful. Everything adjusts itself in my life in a way that is desirable, in a way that is auspicious. And I've been experiencing this myself. I shared in a past video about this instant thought manifestation I had just the other day. I was at the chocolate store, and there's a chocolate store where they have drinking chocolate. And they have two different flavors. So one was from Madagascar, one was from Indonesia, and I was standing looking at them, and a thought came into my mind. I would love to be able to sample these to understand what is a difference. And literally as soon as I had that thought, a woman came up from behind the counter, presented herself, and said, "Hello, would you like to sample these two?" And basically I was like, whoa, okay, yes, I would like to sample these. It was just one of those things, and like this, manifestations are happening. Other things that I'm not ready to share yet, but I can say for sure it is a beautiful, beautiful thing. And it reminds me of a talk by Osho. Osho was talking about this concept of If you want to create beauty, and I don't know verbatim, is basically conveying if you want to experience beauty in all these things, you want to remove all the hardships and the suffering, what you have to do is you have to establish yourself in silence. Be quiet, be still, and know that you are God. It's so much more valuable than just a relaxation or escaping tool. This is establishing yourself in your most powerful, most productive, most valuable, most intelligent, most conscious, most aware, most prosperous identity. God bless.